Channel 8 News at 10.
Now at 10, keeping hope afloat.
It is a one-time investment in restoring a community asset.
The fight to reopen Meadow Lane Pool isn't over yet. How supporters are trying to win over the city council. Then, more than baseball.
We have events all the time, but this is one of the most meaningful ones.
The Omaha Storm Chasers are making an impact off the field. Why one hospital visit meant so much to young patients. Also, the wait is almost over.
We're not going to back down.
Husker volleyball back in the spotlight. What the team is saying at the Big Ten Media Days as a new season begins. Also, the final salute. Law enforcement filled Crete to say goodbye. Why so many made the trip to honor Chief Gary Young. Breaking now. If you noticed a lot of first responders at Bryant East Hospital tonight, we know why. Here's video from the hospital. Police and Lincoln Fire were called to the scene. I talked to Lincoln Police. They tell me someone called the hospital saying they'd left a backpack there with a pipe bomb in it. An extensive search was made. It was never found. No one was evacuated, and officials declared the area safe. New at 10, a Lincoln pool in limbo as city leaders debate whether to help fund its reopening.
It's the sound of a thriving community, and ours has been quiet the last few summers, and it's a big bummer.
The future of the Meadow Lane Pool was one of the biggest topics during Lincoln City Council's budget hearing. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Monday night. I'm Rod Fowler. The question is, should Lincoln help pay to reopen the pool that will be run by a non-profit private group and not the city? Well, supporters told the council the Meadow Lane Pool, which was private, has served families for more than 6 decades before it closed. And if it's reopened, it would be open to the public, and say the request is for a one-time investment of $125,000 from the city to go with what they've already raised to help complete repairs.
Our goal is not simply to reopen the pool. Our goal is to operate it responsibly for generations to come. This isn't just an investment in repairing a pool. It is a one-time investment in restoring a community asset.
Supporters also emphasize the pool as a nonprofit could seek grants, charitable donations, and other funding sources to help it keep it financially sustainable. But some council members raise concerns about using taxpayer money for a non-city run pool, especially as the city continues to maintain its own public aquatic facilities.
District 2 does not have a city pool on its property anywhere, not one. And it's a big district. In fact, it's the biggest district. Lincoln has 177 precincts, and I have 60 of them. And so it's going to be hard for me to tell the taxpayers in Southeast Lincoln to contribute to a pool that's in Northeast Lincoln or Northwest Lincoln or anywhere else that's a private pool.
The original amendment to fund the pool failed last month by a vote of 3-3. Now it can be reintroduced and voted on again. The council is expected to vote on the entire city budget August 24th. Well, tonight, remembering the life of Crete Police Chief Gary Young, who spent more than 40 years on the force there. A heartbreaking scene as the sound of bagpipes filled the air. Hundreds lined the streets, some here in Lincoln, others in Crete, to give Police Chief Gary Young a hero's goodbye. Here's Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva, who was at his funeral in Crete this morning.
The atmosphere here at Tuxedo Park in Crete is somber as hundreds of law enforcement agents from across the state of Nebraska gather to pay their final respects to Police Chief Gary Young. His family asking the media to wait outside, reserving that private farewell to his loved ones and the law enforcement brotherhood that he dedicated his life to.
Just happy to see so many people come to pay their respects to a great man.
Lancaster County Chief Deputy Ben Houchin says he knew Chief Young both professionally and as a friend. Having trained together in the Nebraska FBI National Academy, he says Young was one of the most ethical and loyal individuals he knew. No one could say one bad thing about him.
Crete, they have 14 to 16 officers, and, once we heard what happened, so so many agencies stepped up. Us at Lancaster County, Nebraska State Patrol, the Lincoln Police Department, Omaha. I mean, I could go on.
The grounds covered with patrol cars from Clay County, Butler, Sarpy, Fillmore, Thayer, Grand Island, and even David City. Too many to name, packing the house. After the ceremony concluded, one woman saying everything said about Chief Young was accurate. Another attendee telling me that he drove over 4 hours to be at the funeral without any hesitation. After it was over, a chilling procession. Red, blue, and white lights leading Chief Young's body draped in the American flag, making its way down Highway 33. Crete native Scott Scala was at work when they passed through, his manager taking over duties so he could say his final goodbye.
Took a little while for him to get up here, but all the traffic stopped on the highway then when they saw all the police bikes coming over the hill, and that was very humbling too, just knowing that there's a lot of respect for it.
Scala taking this video to share with others who couldn't be there themselves. Once a business owner, Scala knew Chief Young for decades, like most of Crete.
Kind of a friendly face in the police department. He was just someone that cared about everybody. Didn't matter what you did, but you were going to be taken care of, though.
Many telling me that Chief Young's void will be a tough one to fill. Reporting in Crete, Danielle De Silva, Channel 8 News.
Chief Young's service extended far beyond Crete. Today, flags across Nebraska flying at half staff in his honor as communities took a moment to remember a man who spent more than 4 decades serving others. And here in Lincoln, the tributes continue. A fire engine right here, raising a large American flag outside Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, welcoming the procession as Chief Young arrived for his final rest. Our Skylar Sears followed alongside the procession, speaking with those who waited to welcome him home.
Following funeral services in Crete, the procession for Chief Gary Young continues into Lincoln, where dozens gather to honor his life and legacy. Among those paying their respects is Cassie Steen, who works with Chief Young's wife, Linda. She says she's here to support their family and friends during this time.
Gary was an amazing person, and so is Linda. He put 41 years into his community, and he's well known and respected throughout Lincoln, Crete, everywhere, anywhere that he's ever been. He's just really respected.
People line the streets and the entrance to Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, standing quietly as the procession passes by. Some tell me they knew Chief Young personally, while others say they want to honor his memory and show their respect for a man who dedicated his life to serving his community. Reporting in Lincoln, Skylar Sears, Channel 8 News.
New at 10, there may be another name running for governor of Nebraska. Former State Senator Brett Lindstrom says he filed nearly 6,000 petition signatures to appear on the November ballot. State law says you need 4,000. He's running as a nonpartisan candidate. The Secretary of State will now verify the signatures. Governor Jim Pillen's campaign gave us this statement saying in part, Jim Pillen is the only common sense conservative in this race. It goes on to say Lindstrom is a failed career politician who will do and say anything to see his name on the ballot again and again. Democratic gubernatorial candidate Lynn Walls says, quote, even though more candidates are entering the race, my focus is staying the same. It's always been about lowering costs for working families and growing our state. Let's get to your first forecast on this Monday night. Let's take a live look from our tower cam right outside our station here. Warmer today. We almost hit 90 in Lincoln. Some areas seeing some storms tonight. Let's see if any of that has materialized much. Here's meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. Dom, what do you have?
Hey, good evening, Rod. Don't want to toot my own horn too much here, but the forecast so far holding up fairly well. We got storms out here in portions of central and western Nebraska, and we've had a couple warnings throughout the evening, mainly for the wind and hail threats out there. For the moment, though, things on the quiet side as these continue then to progress off to the east. Looks like McCook's getting a good shower too, which they could certainly use it, because if we take a look at those afternoon temperatures today, 105 in McCook for an afternoon high. Holy cow. So they're probably enjoying some of that rain right now. 101 in Imperial, 100 in Ogallala. Elsewhere, though, the mid to upper 80s, a few spots in the lower 90s here in eastern Nebraska. You can thank then some smoke aloft, likely to helping save us then from seeing those afternoon temperatures today reaching the 90s in Lincoln. Allen Communications camera south 21st and L Street, quiet night out there as we head then into your Tuesday forecast, the chance for scattered showers and storms as we go throughout the day, mainly there during the afternoon hours with winds shifting to be out of the north and east. And yes, that does say 78 degrees for a high temperature. We'll be on the cooler side here for a couple of days with those chances for rain, but more details on that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Dominic. Well, the wait is almost over as we inch ever so closer to the start of the Husker volleyball season. The road to another season is officially underway now. The Huskers were in Chicago today for Big Ten Media Days, sharing their expectations for the season ahead. Sports Director Will Charlton joins us now with what the Huskers had to say and what fans can expect this fall. Will?
Yeah, Rod, I think it's safe to say that Big Red Nation can expect a great deal of success yet again this season, and I personally can't wait to see this team take the court for the first time. Head coach Danny Busboom Kelly and senior standouts Andy Jackson and Bergen Riley took to the Windy City to look ahead at the upcoming season where Nebraska enters as the unanimous favorite to repeat as outright Big Ten champs. Nebraska has at least won a share of the past 3 conference championships. This group brings a winning mentality into 2026. And Jackson had this to say earlier on how the Huskers are handling preseason expectations.
We're not going to back down. We know that we have a target on our back, and a lot of people want to beat Nebraska, and that's very valid. You know, we've won the last 3, so we are not going to get complacent. We know that it's not going to come easy, but it's definitely our goal to go 4 for 4.
Jackson sounds pretty confident in this team's ability to keep going on this big run this fall, and it's definitely for good reason. We'll hear more from the Huskers press conference at Media Day later on in the show, and specifically Riley talking about the impact this team has on those who watch them. For now, let's send it back to you, Rod.
Well, we have plenty more after the break, such as a day to remember. The Omaha Storm Chasers brought the ballpark to the hospital, why one visit left a lasting impact on young patients. And wake up tomorrow morning with Channel 8's Meg West, where she'll take you through the latest story in our back-to-school coverage. Coming up tomorrow, lunchtime decisions. Packing a lunch or buying one at school? How families are weighing their options.
Cooler weather then returns to the forecast with chances for showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days. I'll have more details coming up in your full forecast after the break.
Live life. Leach Camper Sales of Lincoln Camp Better.
Right now, a close call in Clay County. After reports of engine failure, a pilot was faced with a tough situation to land the aircraft without a runway in sight. You can see the plane here laying in a grassy field. The emergency landing happening Sunday afternoon. The pilot calling 911 to report a suspected engine failure and then safely landed the aircraft. No one was hurt. The plane was not damaged, and the FAA and NTSB are now reviewing the incident. Also new at 10, the Copper Mill Steakhouse in McCook asking for the public's help. They're sharing pictures of what they believe is someone who may have played a part in a theft early Sunday morning. Owners say times are already tough for small businesses, and now they're offering a cash reward for any information that leads to an arrest. New at 10, turning a regular day at the hospital into a day at the ballpark. Players alongside the mascot from the Omaha Storm Chasers paid a special visit to Children's Nebraska Hospital there, spending time with young patients that are in the hospital's Child Life program. The kids had the chance to play games, make crafts, take photos, and of course collect autographs, all with the goal of making a hospital stay feel a little more like summer.
We have events all the time, but this is one of the most meaningful ones. An hour and a half out of our lives, which is absolutely nothing compared to the impacts we're making on these kids, hopefully. So, you know, it makes me feel really good.
Do this. One child staying in the hospital said the visit reminded him of his love for baseball, telling his mom he still hopes to make it to a Storm Chasers game before summer comes to an end.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, after today, we will put away the summertime temperatures here for a couple of days in southeastern Nebraska. That comes, though, at the chances for a few showers and storms across the area. First tonight in central Nebraska. These are moving east across the state. We'll talk about what impacts we could see then in southeast Nebraska from these storms as we start with your Tuesday. But, man, it's going to be cooler the next couple of days. The 70s here in early August. Not too bad out there. Unfortunately, though, probably going to be fairly gloomy and rainy as rain chances plague the forecast over the next couple of days. We're also then going to see an impact here closer to the surface with that wildfire smoke. Now today it likely saved us from seeing highs in the 90s as we get through the next couple of days here, especially throughout the afternoon here on Tuesday and into the evening. Some of that colder air coming through with that cold front. Cold air likes to sink down towards the surface, and with that we'll bring then a little bit of wildfire smoke moving through the area. So this is something that we'll have to just kind of monitor, especially for those who maybe have some respiratory issues and could struggle then with some near surface smoke. That is heading our way over the next couple of days, so take the precautions there as necessary. As we take a look outside, though, ABC Seamless camera north 48th and Cornersker Highway. Quiet night out there. Not too breezy here at the moment either, because usually that camera has got a pretty good shake to it when it's windy. Upper 70s for most of eastern Nebraska. 89 still in McCook, although they do have a shower moving on through, so hopefully that's helping them cool on off, because they were warm today with a high temperature of 105. As we take a closer look, though, in southeast Nebraska, it's still 78 here in Lincoln, 77 in York, Aurora, Hebron, Grand Island, and the upper 70s as well for Kearney and in Hastings. Winds out of the south and east at 15 miles per hour here in Lincoln, anywhere between 10 and 15 miles per hour for most of us. We got some issues here with the Beatrice sensor, so hopefully we'll have that back up here soon. As we take a look at radar, this is the most busy this has been all day. A few more passing clouds closer to the capital city, but a line here of showers and thunderstorms. We'll see how well this all can hold together as we go then through the next couple of hours. Stormcast here maybe a little ambitious on how well those do. I do think, though, we ultimately see them fade out here in southeastern Nebraska. They're just not going to have the fuel to maintain themselves as we go through the overnight hours, though better chances up towards north central and northeastern Nebraska this evening, as we could see a few more stronger showers and a few thunderstorms up there for the start of the day on Tuesday. Shouldn't have any issues, though, getting out the door outside of maybe a sprinkle or two here in the capital city. We'll see a brief period of sunshine there. That will then reload the atmosphere just a little bit, as we can see then the potential for a few showers to move on through for your Tuesday night. So any outdoor plans Tuesday evening, maybe have an idea. We might see a little bit of rain out there and a couple rumbles of thunder. That continues then into early Wednesday morning before we will see then yet another chance of showers and thunderstorms. And the motion on these storms will be interesting here as they almost move dead east. And as these continue to build back on each other, we could see then excessive rainfall be sort of an issue then as we take a look at your rainfall potential. Northeast Nebraska certainly could get a good chunk of that over the next couple of hours. Then we'll see how much we can get here south of the interstate. Most forecasts keep things between half an inch to an inch, but locally higher totals could be possible. That's why we do have that slight risk here on your excessive rainfall from the Weather Prediction Center. That's their outlook here for the potential for flash flooding. So that's something we just got an eye on, and we'll see how those storm chances set up over the next couple of days. Cooler across the state tomorrow in the low to mid 70s. The far southeastern Nebraska, we'll see highs in the lower 80s. We don't return then to the 80s until Thursday here in Lincoln as we warm up as we head into the start of the weekend. Maybe a stray chance for a shower or two on Saturday there, but the 90s back. And so if you got to enjoy those cooler temperatures while they last, summer will be back before we know it.
Do we have weather trivia tonight?
We do have weather trivia tonight. And I did remember to put it on there, like, what was that, Friday night, where I had that. There we go, weather trivia on up. So speaking of those fall temperatures, fall, we usually lose a lot of daylight. We do lose a good chunk of daylight here in the month of August. Rod, and I guess Will
gets to answer his first one.
There we go. All right, how much daylight do we lose in the month of August here in Lincoln?
Well, let's see, 30, 36. I'm going to go D as well.
An hour and 9 minutes. So close. So 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 13 seconds to be exact. But yeah, so we'll lose a good chunk of time. Your sunset's a little closer to 8:30 then. And yeah, no, I'm going to miss kind of the later sunsets for sure.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Dom. You heard me mention his name. We're going to head into the Sports Zone next with our new sports anchor, Will Charlton. What's on deck, Will?
Yeah, thanks, Rod. Coming up in your Monday Night Sports Zone, Nebraska's new signal caller is getting some preseason recognition. And we'll hear more from the Husker volleyball team at Big Ten Media Day.
From the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Green's Furnace and Plumbing. Here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey everyone, and welcome into your Monday Night Sports Zone. I'm Will Charlton. The start of fall sports season will be here before we know it. Nebraska football is starting fall camp. Volleyball is less than 2 weeks away from the red and white scrimmage. And even the high school sports programs start fall practice in just a week. But Monday's big headline is Husker volleyball. As like we talked about earlier, Nebraska shipped off to Chicago for Big Ten Media Day. Now, obviously, with a lot of success in the past few years comes a lot of viewership in the program. Nebraska knows how many eyes it has watching. Bergen Riley made it clear that they love being able to embrace that fact. And she said the impact they have on the next generation makes what they're doing so entirely worth it, night in and night out.
we can kind of step back and see like, hey, we're doing this for all those little girls, for all the people across Nebraska and across the nation and now across the world that are watching us. And Andy mentioned it in another press conference, like we want to put on a show for everyone. And it might be someone's first time at a Nebraska game. And yeah, we might be tired. It might have been a long game the night before, but it could be their first time. So let's go out and give them a show.
And give the fans a show. It sure feels like the Huskers do that in every single match. Man, oh man, they are fun to watch. Additionally, the Big Ten Network released the volleyball TV schedule for this coming season on Monday, with the Huskers being slated for 10 matches live this fall on the network. 10 of Nebraska's 20 conference matches will be nationally televised, plus at least 5 non-conference matches. Some noteworthy matches to be aired on Big Ten Network include facing Baylor on September 11th, a match at Penn State October 1st, and hosting Purdue on October 17th. The Huskers will also be on Fox twice this fall and are slated for 3 broadcasts on Fox Sports 1. Now to some Husker football news, as new transfer quarterback Anthony Calandria is getting some national preseason recognition. Calandria transferred to Nebraska from University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where last year he was named the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Year. Through 3 college seasons, Calandria has passed for over 7,500 yards and 49 touchdowns. He also has over 1,100 rushing yards and 12 scores on the ground. He's among 81 players on the initial watch list, including being one of the 17 named from the Big Ten, which is the most of any conference. The Maxwell Award will announce semifinalists in early November, while the 3 finalists get announced on November 24th. The award will be handed out on December 10th during the College Football Award Show. Also on Monday, the Big Ten released the preseason poll for soccer, including a trio of Huskers who made the Big Ten Players to Watch list. Nebraska comes in predicted to finish 12th in the conference, but seniors Kayma Carpenter, Ella Guyett, and Ella Rooney were recognized by the conference as 3 athletes who could make some noise this fall. Carpenter led for the team in points last season with 15 while scoring 6 goals. She had a pair of multi-goal games in 2025. For Rooney, she also tallied 15 points and 6 goals, while Guyett was injured last season and did not suit up in any games. But in 2024, she started all 17 matches. The Huskers begin their season this Wednesday on the road at Colorado State. Kickoff is scheduled for 1 p.m. So, Rod, from volleyball to football to soccer, I feel like there is so much to be excited about this fall with Nebraska athletics, and personally, I'm happy to be here for it.
I'll tell you what, Will is our new sports director, so welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so the past 2 years, I just moved from Great Falls, Montana. I was a sports multimedia journalist in Great Falls there in Montana, and I got to tell you, Rod, being from Chicago, I'm very happy to be back in the Midwest. As I told you guys earlier, I went to the University of Illinois, so I promise once again that will not be a problem at all. I'm super happy to be back in my home conference covering a Big Ten team once again, and everything here is just, there's so much to be excited for, in my opinion.
And playing off that, you told me it was a no-brainer to come to Lincoln.
Absolutely. I mean, this market is just a phenomenal sports market. The Huskers, the fan base, I mean, I'm so excited to meet all you fans and connect with this community. Greatest fan base in college sports, I'll say it.
You bet.
I'll say it. Greatest fan base in college sports. High school sports are incredible here. There's so much to like about this market, and I'm so thrilled to be here, Rod.
I love his energy. I love his energy. All right, thank you so much, Will. And we'll be back with a final check of the forecast right after this.
Sports on ABC.
Dom's going to let us see radar once again. You said the rain that's out there is kind of fizzing out.
Yeah, Rod, as we mentioned in some of the earlier newscasts, especially as these storms make their way here into eastern Nebraska, they're just going to kind of run out of that storm fuel, and we can see that here on radar. If you take a look at those showers closer to the Grand Island area, I mean, they're still hanging around, but the severe potential on these has been fairly low for some time. Our attention kind of turns more to north central Nebraska, where you can see those fresh showers starting to pop up there. We could see a few thunderstorms out of that as well, but again, if we do see any severe storms, mainly large hail, damaging winds, kind of the main concern that we have our eyes on there. And then mainly looking at rain if they make their way here into southeast Nebraska. Now for tomorrow, that will give us then some cooler temperatures, the mid to upper 70s. I know Will mentioned that he was glad to be back in the Midwest, and with the Midwest comes, you know, a swing in 10, 15 degrees for your high temperatures from day to day, and that's exactly where we're heading then tomorrow. 78 for the high in Lincoln, and we'll stay then on the cooler side as we head into the middle of the week.
All right, thank you, Dominic, and thank you for joining us. Jimmy Kimmel's coming up next.
If you have cracks